Disney News Review time, taking a look at some of the biggest stories coming out of Disney parks domestically from across the United States. First up, that Oogie Boogie Bash, if you were looking forward to it, if you wanted to go, I hope that you were ready with a trigger finger when it comes to your computer, because tickets went on sale for the Oogie Boogie Bash Disneyland series of Halloween parties in September and October on June the 28th. In less than a week, 2 months of events were totally sold out. Numbers guru Sean Nyberg on Twitter broke down the pricing and selling power of this party, pointing out that the average ticket price in 2019 was $125.50, and the event sold out in 140 days. In 2021, the average ticket price was $136.60, and the event sold out in 35 days. This year, the average ticket price is $149.42, and the event sold out in 4 days. The most expensive nights, including Halloween itself, cost $179 per person. And Katrina, what sort of hope do you think people have when it comes to potentially obtaining tickets to this now very exclusive party?
The black market. That is pretty much the only hope you have, is like a black market. If someone can't go to like the show or like go to the event, is to just buy it off of somebody, keep posting or keep watching on Facebook groups, on like any kind of group, and like keep in the know, because you're not going to get it. They're not going to like, what is it called? Refill.
You don't think they're going to refill? I'm kind of
really
hoping
hope so, because I mean, I'm even on the black market right now trying to find tickets because I was not on. I know that's what I'm on the black market to find.
I know that you know.
I'm so sad. We missed it. So we are part
Unreal.
of this group. I know.
I'm sad. I'm really sad.
I was busy. I didn't even think about it. And then we were busy doing other things, weddings and stuff. And and the next thing you know, we're like, oh, we got to go buy. Oh, they're sold out.
You can delay a wedding as long as you need to. You can't delay getting tickets for these types
of
parties.
I should have put everything on hold.
And this is Tyler's favorite season coming.
It is my favorite season, and I've been let down.
Wow.
I mean, it's insane though, because it's the fastest it's ever sold out, like you said.
Yeah,
and
it's very disappointing.
I never thought to myself, oh, I have to get tickets like in the first 4 days. I never would have thought that was what I would have to do.
Because even last year we were on it. We had we had 3 computers open. We kept refreshing. It was like a problem because we everybody had issues the first day.
Right.
And then we got the tickets first night of and everything. We were so happy. And then it took literally 2 weeks for the first night to actually be sold out last year. Yeah, and so we're like, oh, okay.
Pretty wild.
3 days, everybody. So, I mean, maybe Disney may add a couple, but honestly, I really doubt it. There's a point where I just think Disney would rather, sell a full price ticket and not do a party than just pretty much take off more days from the week to do the party.
So you're doubtful that they're going to add dates? Are you doubtful that they're going to add capacity to parties?
I feel like I want to say yes, because usually the first week or the first few events, they always do less capacity just for growing pains and stuff, just to make sure it goes well. So maybe they may add a trickle or so, but I don't know. I don't think so.
You don't think it'll be a big enough sort of capacity growth to make a difference?
I feel like it's not going to be big enough for them to actually add tickets, because then it's just going to when they do say it, they're not going to give advance notice. They're just going to pop it on Twitter and just say, hey, we're adding a couple more tickets to the thing. Or it'll be silent and then it'll just quietly add it, which will make even everybody upset. It'd make me upset if they just quietly added it in. They would have to add more dates. They couldn't add a couple hundred or 100 people for every date. I don't think it would be enough.
And it feels to me like maybe this took them by surprise too. I mean, it's that radical change from last year to this year, and who would have expected 4 days, right? Maybe this took them by surprise too. And I feel like it would be short-sighted business-wise not to ramp up a couple of more parties just for the sake of trying to capitalize on the demand.
They would add more, or at least do an encore, like a November 1st one would be really cool.
Oh, there we go. Yeah,
but
that would be cool.
Everybody wants to go because they want to see Zombie Captain America. It's Avengers Campus. That's the reason why.
We all know unofficial Christmas starts November 1st. So
no. For me, it hurt to say it because November, literally 12:01, I am Christmas tree is up. Take all the Halloween decorations down. I don't want it.
Torch them.
Get rid of it.
But then
it'd be really cool if they did do an encore type thing. If they did a November 1st thing, and then if they added a couple more days would be nice, just so they can add more people. So then we have a chance to get a ticket.
No kidding. It's pretty shocking, to say the least, that these things just flew right out the door. And yeah, who knows what we'll see. I'm confident, though. I think that there will be some sort of give here from Disney. There has to be, for the sake of how quickly this happened, and I think for how many people have been disappointed in the process, because no doubt this took a lot of people by surprise, especially given the track record of, sort of how I was talking about how things were laid out in these last couple of terms where they sold in past years and how quickly they went and how much time there was. Now 4 days. Like, I don't think anybody anticipated it was going to be that fast.
Did you get a ticket?
I did not. You know what? And I missed my Magic Key pre-sale window that I was going to capitalize on, mainly because I thought I was living in the past. I thought it was a week ahead, and I was so focused on other things, and that was the last thing on my mind. And then, when I started seeing the backlash on social media, I was like, no, I missed my window, and now it's done. Yeah. Oh my gosh!
I thought it was a joke when I saw it the first time on Twitter. I was like, no, it's not sold out. Oh my God, it's sold out.
Yeah. And imagine, the casual guest who was not prepared, who was not thinking about this. I mean, this is stuff that we, sort of live our lives around, and we even missed it. So, imagine the casual guest that might just be coming to the Halloween festivities hoping that they were going to easily pick up a ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty unfortunate. And I guess, Tyler, how do you measure the Oogie Boogie Bash when it comes to Halloween offerings by comparison of like other SoCal theme parks and what they have to offer?
Well, in a lot of ways, it's kind of apples and oranges. I feel like, Disney really does what they do best, and they bank on their characters, and they want you to meet all these cool villains that you barely get to see ever. And, especially in the past couple of years now, they're letting like all the characters talk to you while you're waiting for candy and things like that. And so that's a whole cool thing when you really love those characters and really love Disney, and you want to be able to experience those things. But I mean, when you're talking about things like Knott's Berry Farm and Universal Studios and even Six Flags to a certain extent, it's just completely different because they're just trying to scare the pants off you. And and they're also good at using their IPs. I mean, last year they had a really great Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein house at Universal Studios, which I loved. So they do great at that stuff, and it's hard to compare them because they're apples and oranges. But it's kind of like, do you want to be really scared, or do you want to kind of be immersed in this kind of fantasy, with all these characters? But I think that's just kind of up to you. As far as like value goes, I almost do feel like the value is better at like places like Knott's Berry Farm and Universal for the money, because first of all, the tickets are much cheaper than $140. And also, I feel like they just really transform like every inch of these parks into a Halloween thing where Disney is getting a lot better at that, but it's not quite like that yet, I feel like. So, yeah, that's how I would compare them. I think it depends on what you're looking for,
Absolutely. And lots of additional Halloween offerings in and around the Southern California area. So if you were going to Disneyland specifically trying to get yourself some Oogie Boogie Bash tickets and now you're out of luck, again, keep your eye on things. I have a sneaking suspicion that we might see something pop up here in the not too distant future, but you do have a lot of other options in and around Southern California that you could take advantage of. Granted, a little bit more scary and a little bit more intense. However, take what you can get, I suppose, at this point. And let us know in the comment section if you were able to snag your very own Oogie Boogie Bash party ticket.
It's a tongue twister.
Say it 3 times fast. And
don't do it. He'll appear. And
he'll attack me. Yeah. We want to hear from you. Let us know in the comments if you got yourself one of those tickets. All right, moving along here. The Disneyland Resort is about to end. 2 nighttime shows that feel like they just came back. All Ears reports that at the Disneyland Resort, they welcomed back the Disneyland Forever Fireworks Show in April 2022, and the Main Street Electrical Parade returned in the same month. But now both of those shows are going to be leaving Disneyland. Disney announced that both the Disneyland Forever Fireworks Show and the Main Street Electrical Parade will be leaving Disneyland on September 1st of this year. They said that both entertainment offerings would complete their limited time run on that date. Kind of wild to think that, they showed up here late spring and they're already set for departure. Tyler, what likely would fill this void? I think typically at this stage in the year, we're heading towards like seasonal shows, Halloween Screams fireworks, Believe in Holiday Magic sort of filling the void. But if you were to speculate, I suppose, what happens beyond the holidays? Are we going to be seeing something new or something reused on Main Street and in the sky?
I mean, I think we're still trying to recover from COVID, and they are still not really into spending too much money on things right now. So if I had to guess, I would think we're going to see a lot of reused shows that are going to come back. Gosh, what's that parade even called? Magic Happens? Is that Magic happened one time?
Yeah, apparently happened.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't that what you called it?
I mean,
Magic apparently happens. Yeah.
I can see Magic Happens coming back finally, because that needs to happen. Magic needs to happen. And I think that we're going to see a lot of they're going to stick to their guns for a little while. And I can't imagine they're going to be producing like a bunch of new shows. I just don't really see that in the future. But, you never know. I guess in the next couple of years we could possibly see something. But I think they're just going to rest on what they have at the moment. Because just right now they can even just say, oh, fireworks are back at Disneyland. And people like are into that. So I could see Paint the Night coming back for sure. I think that'll probably be back next summer. And that's what I'm expecting. Nothing new, really.
Outstanding. I know that there's an awful lot of focus around what may be announced at D23.
Yeah.
And whether or not there might be something tied to in-park entertainment and, something that might be related to new spectaculars coming online. I think potentially, and this is just me putting my Imagineer hat on, I think maybe we'll see something more along the lines of like Disney World getting something new entertainment related.
Sure.
For their 50th, for like their last hurrah for their 50th. Is that what you're saying?
We're going to make another attempt at this, everyone.
One more time, you guys. Just one more.
We'll try and make it special. We'll try and do something extra. I don't know. I feel like we might see something along those lines for Disney World. And yeah, I mean, you're right, Tyler. They're sitting on the Magic Happens parade.
Well, the holiday season's like right now. Like, Halloween starts on the 2nd, so they end on the 1st. Like, the D23 is happening that weekend, so they're probably going to announce like some like extra little thing they're going to be doing, and then maybe they're going to announce Magic Happens again at the beginning of the year to make because there's always a downhill the attendance is always down kind of like January, February. So maybe they'll make an announcement saying we're bringing it back, you guys. Maybe February, maybe for a wedding, maybe they'll do it for us.
Maybe.
I doubt it fully.
Just for your wedding. What a finale.
Oh my God,
that
can you
would be
imagine?
an expensive wedding.
Magic happens. Trina's wedding.
You know that Disneyland charges like $1,500 for Mickey Mouse to show up to your wedding
For 30 minutes.
For 30 minutes, like
just one of them, not two.
And if you want Minnie, it's like $2,500 or something like that. Yeah. So like Mickey and Minnie together.
Oh, I was gonna say
like
she
charges
more.
No. No, I mean when you have them both together. So yeah, I can't imagine having an entire parade happen for your wedding because boy, that's not going to be cheap.
I mean, you could buy out the park.
That would also be very expensive.
Who knows? Maybe Kanye and Pete Davidson will one day show us what it's like to have Disneyland to yourself for your wedding and have a parade.
I don't need anything with Kanye.
No, yeah, they can stay away from me.
Oh, I didn't say Kanye.
I
Pete Davidson.
thought you did.
Oh, I thought you said Kanye
Kim
and Pete Davidson.
Did I say Kanye and Pete?
Yeah.
I meant Kim and Pete.
Oh,
Sorry, yeah.
I was gonna say I don't know why Kanye and Pete are
Forgive me.
together.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a hell of a
K
time.
words. Yeah. Kim and Pete. Maybe they'll buy Disneyland when they get married. I don't know. We'll see. But lots of potential new entertainment that could be announced come D23 time. It seems about sort of right for the sake of restarting the engines of both Disneyland and Walt Disney World, especially as Walt Disney World heads towards the end of their sort of 50th anniversary spectacular. Disneyland, I think this might be a sort of chart, maybe setting course, realigning of charts for Disneyland, moving ahead, sort
That's
of a
what they
thing.
did with Fantasmic. They gave everybody a D23, like a preview, like we were part of it, like when they did like the special ending. So maybe they're going to bring something additional. Maybe they're going to, because they're changing up like a parade or something. I don't know. Maybe they're going to do something like that.
Yeah, maybe they'll
like
add
a fireworks show.
Maybe they'll add a float to paint the night or something. Who knows? But yeah, I don't know. I know there was extenuating circumstances these past couple years, but Now when they announce things at D23, I'm not gonna be so like gung ho and cavalier about it. Like, oh, that's so awesome. Like I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna wait and see what they're gonna do because it's
for how
like,
disappointed we've been.
Yeah, I mean,
right,
I think probably like half of the things they announced didn't happen. You know, at the half at the least. So.
Let us go back to when they announced Galaxy's Edge and all that was supposed to be in that land.
Exactly,
Don't get them
too.
started. Yeah. No, he doesn't like that. Well,
let's talk about Smuggler's Run for a second.
you look too